It's been a while since we were discussing about superheroes that emerged from the comic books, and few even out of it. So this time we thought to take a different route. From the world of the universe, let us dive deep into the world of oceans. Still don't get what I'm talking about? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word pirate? Yeah, you said that correctly. It's Captain Jack Sparrow in the Evo house, pushing all the mainstreams aside and taking all the limelight for today.
When you marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Welcome back to Evo Chronicles, where we showcase the evolution of movies, video games, and characters. And in this video, we're going to see the evolution of Captain Jack Sparrow.
No.
Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate. I mean, who doesn't know that line? But the deep, intensified meaning is known only to a few, and that too because of the captain. Captain Jack Sparrow was a legendary pirate of the seven seas, and the irreverent trickster of the Caribbean. A captain of equally dubious morality and sobriety, a master of self-promotion and self-interest, Jack fought a constant and losing battle with his own best tendencies. Whether by cause or accident, he was the quickest to seize the moment and make it his own. Wait a minute, we won't deroute ourselves this time. We'll start from the very beginning. Number 1. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003. Produced by Walt Disney Pictures and Jerry Bruckheimer, the film is based on Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean attraction at Disney theme parks. The son of Captain Edward Teague, Jack Sparrow was born on a pirate ship in a typhoon. Before he became Captain Jack Sparrow, he was simply known as Jack Sparrow, a teenage stowaway who, even then, had a desire for adventure. A humble blacksmith named Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, is in love with Elizabeth Swann, or Keira Knightley, the daughter of the governor, Jonathan Pryce. He savors every opportunity to visit the governor as it means he gets to see Elizabeth. However, she soon finds herself in great danger. A pirate ship known as the Black Pearl has made its way to the city. And here he comes, the main attraction of the story, the one and only Captain Jack Sparrow. He was once the captain of the Black Pearl, and he wants to regain control of his ship. Will wants to find that ship and save Elizabeth. Thus, while the two do not trust each other, they form an unlikely alliance in order to get what they both want. Everything must come to an end, but in Jack's life it was just the beginning. In the end, Jack dives into the sea and escapes aboard the nearby Pearl, reclaiming the ship and his new crew. Number 2, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, 2006. You look beautiful. I think it's bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding. Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann. Now, when these words were said, we thought, is there something bad about to happen? Well, it's the wedding day of Will Turner, Orlando Bloom, and Elizabeth Swann, Keira Knightley. However, the arrival of Lord Cutler Beckett, Tom Hollander, in Port Royal disrupts proceedings, as both Will and Elizabeth are arrested on the charge of setting free an enemy of the crown. See, that was something few of us were expecting. But we also know that somewhere our hero, or should I say our villain, will find a way through all this. Now, Jack's got a blood debt to pay. He owes his soul to the legendary Davy Jones, Bill Nye, ghostly ruler of the ocean depths. But the ever-so-crafty Jack isn't about to go down without a fight. Along the way, dashing Will Turner and the beautiful Elizabeth Swann get up in the thrilling whirlpool of misadventures stirred up in Jack's quest to avoid eternal damnation by seizing the fabled Dead Man's Chest. This is all that happens in the movie, but it also splits the beams of the next movie in the lane, which is going to take the story altogether to a different level. Number 3, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, 2007. Mass executions of pirates and pirate sympathizers are underway at Fort Charles and Port Royal, at the behest of Lord Cutler Beckett, who begins his war against piracy as he gains control of the Dead Man's Chest. Just when it's needed most, Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, that witty and wily charmer of a pirate, is trapped in a sea of sand in Davy Jones's locker. In an increasingly shaky alliance, Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, and Captain Barbossa, Geoffrey Rush, begin a desperate quest to find and rescue him. Captain Jack's the last of the 9 pirate lords of the Brethren Court, who must all come together united in one last stand to preserve the freedom-loving pirate's way of life. The movie surely gives a roller coaster ride, because at each juncture, it feels that something's going to take a turn from there on. Now, what excites me here is the post-credit scene. In a post-credit scene set 10 years later, Elizabeth and her and Will's 9-year-old son stand atop a sea cliff. A green flash fills the sky. The Flying Dutchman appears on the horizon with Will Turner aboard, sailing towards his family. In the DVD commentary, the screenwriters state that because Elizabeth remained faithful to Will for the interim 10 years, and he fulfilled his duty to ferry souls to the next world, he's freed from the Flying Dutchman. Though the Pirates Secrets Revealed leaflet inserted in the DVD release says that Will is bound forever to the Flying Dutchman, and may only step on land once every 10 years. This may only be a misconception on Disney's part. Number 4. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, 2011. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides captures the fun, excitement, and humor that ignited the hit franchise, this time in Disney Digital 3D. Captain Jack Sparrow, again played by Johnny Depp, travels to London to locate the person who's been impersonating him. The imposter has reportedly been recruiting a crew to search for the legendary Fountain of Youth. First, Sparrow rescues his former first mate, Joshua Gibbs, Kevin McNally, who's about to be hanged, though the two are captured. Things keep changing, but their pieces of stuff go on. Crossing paths with the enigmatic Angelica, played by Penelope Cruz, he's not sure if it's love, or if she's a ruthless con artist who's using him to find the fabled Fountain of Youth. When she forces him aboard the Queen Anne's Revenge, the ship of the legendary pirate Blackbeard, played by Ian McShane, Jack finds himself on an unexpected adventure in which he doesn't know whom to fear more, Blackbeard or Angelica, with whom he shares a mysterious past. Well, here too we have a post-credit scene. The extra scene shows Angelica left alone on the beach of an island that Jack left her on. You see her look down at something in the water, and then you see the Jack Sparrow voodoo doll wash up on shore. You see Angelica pick up the doll and smile at the camera right as the scene ends. Now, what was this indicating? The wait became a long one, as there was a long gap between the next movie in line hitting the big screen. And number 5, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, 2017. Will Turner's son, Henry Turner, is seen traveling out to sea before using a makeshift anchor to take himself to the ocean floor to reach the Flying Dutchman. The ship then bursts out of the water, with Will approaching Henry. Will admonishes his son's decision as Henry tries to convince his father that his curse can be broken by the trident of Poseidon. But Will begs to differ and believes that the trident can never be found. Henry even vows to find Jack Sparrow for help, but Will tells his son to stay away from the pirate and the sea. He gives his son his necklace and tells him to give up on him. The rip-roaring adventurer finds down on his luck Captain Jack, feeling the winds of ill fortune blowing strongly his way when deadly ghost sailors, led by the terrifying Captain Salazar, or Javier Bardem, escape from the Devil's Triangle, bent on killing every pirate at sea. Notably, Jack. Jack's only hope of survival lies in the legendary Trident of Poseidon. But to find it, he must forge an uneasy alliance with Karina Smith, played by Kaya Scodelario, a brilliant and beautiful astronomer, and Henry, Brendan Thwaites, a headstrong young sailor in the Royal Navy. At the helm of the Dying Gull, his pitifully small and shabby ship, Captain Jack seeks not only to reverse his recent spate of ill fortune, but to save his very life from the most formidable and malicious foe he has ever faced. In the post-credit scene, it was shown that Will Turner, now freed from the curse that found him as captain of the Flying Dutchman, is asleep in bed next to Elizabeth Swann after they've been happily reunited. But Will's awoken by something entering their room, and we see a spooky, clawed hand that definitely looks like it belongs to Davy Jones. As Jones approaches, Will startles awake for real. He was only dreaming, and he settles back into sleep. Except, if he had been dreaming, why are there wet barnacles under his bed? Well, it'd be interesting to see when the 6th film in line will get its release, but most importantly, who will be the hero? Because as we all know, during the defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard, Depp stated that he would no longer work with Disney. He will be missed, because imagining someone else portraying the role of Jack Sparrow is somewhat unimaginable.
I have a rendezvous beyond my beloved horizon.
So that's all for today's video. Do let us know how much you got to know about Captain Jack Sparrow. After watching the video, stay connected until we bring you another superhero evolution.